In this video, we'll be looking at expanding binomials, question C. I've just changed the screen size to hopefully make our working a bit clearer so you can see it a bit better. Now, we're going to be looking at expanding this binomial here, 2p plus 3q all to the power of 3. When we start having coefficients of our terms inside the brackets, we need to make sure that we are assessing these correctly, and this is our first time that we'll be looking at this. So, we're going to have a shot at 2p plus 3q to the power of 3. Now, what's our first step? We need to assess what our a and b coefficients are. So this bit here is our a, and this bit here is our b. So a, b, and n, we've got a as being 2p, b as being 3q, and n as being 3. Our next step is to expand the binomial. So we're going to write this out. Now we've got n as being 3, so our first one is 3, choose 0. And then we have our a as being 2p, and our b as being 3q. And I'm just leaving a little bit of space between these brackets so then we can fit in our powers later. Then I go plus 3, choose 1, close bracket, 2p, bit of space, 3q, plus 3, choose 2, 2p, 3q, plus 3, choose 3. We know when we reach 3, choose 3, we don't have to go any further because that's the end of the expansion. Our next step is to put in the powers. So our a term starts as the highest power, so I'll put a 3 there, and I know this is a 0. This one will go to 2, 1, 0. Okay, now we're going to increment our 3q powers. So it starts as 0, 1, 2, and 3. Our next step is to find our choose values. So we're on the next line now. 3, choose 0. Now, how do we find that? Well, 3, choose 0, we can use our lookup table. 3, choose 0 is 1. So we put in 1, and now let's just look at the row of 3. We know it's 1, 3, 3, 1. Let's just write that in. 1, 3, 3, 1. Times by 2p cubed. Well, 2 cubed, 2, 4, 8. P cubed times by anything to the power of 0 is 1. 2p squared, 2 squared is 4, p squared, times by 3q, plus 3 times 2p to the 1 becomes 2p, times by 9q squared, plus 1 times by 1 times by 3 cubed is 27, q cubed. Our next step is to simplify. So this is equal to 8p cubed plus, and then we've got this one here, this term, 3 times 3 is 9 times 4 is 36, p squared q, plus our next one, 3 times 2 is 6 times 9, 54, pq squared, plus 1 times 1 times 27, 27, q cubed, which I quite like saying. To confirm our answer, let's plug into our calculator, action, transformation, expand. I don't know why it didn't come up the first time. There we go. And I'm going to use my variables again. So I type in 2 and then p plus 3q, and this is all to the power of 3. Close that bracket, and I've got one bracket I'm missing there. We've got 8p cubed, correct, and then we have 27q cubed, which is there, 36p squared q, and 54pq squared. Lovely. So that's our example C done. We'll go on to example D in the next video.